There were over 18,000 individual applications that were part of that database. The question of whether they were at risk is a matter that was a judgment at the time, and a fresh judgment we've been able to take based on an independent report that I commissioned early this year. And it was on the basis of that report that concluded that it's highly unlikely now, 4 years on from the fall of Kabul and the Taliban takeover, highly unlikely that simply being a name on that list is likely to increase the risk of being targeted. It was on that basis that I was able to announce the change of policy yesterday in Parliament, and the judge was able to lift the super injunction that has stopped any knowledge, let alone reporting, of this data loss in the past. The Taliban took over the previous government, took over all the records that they had, and the limited data on this data set is almost certainly already held by the Taliban. So this is information about people who may have been former government officials. They will have known that. Afghans, that sort of society. My job was to try and get on top of a situation and sort out a situation that we inherited from the last government at the last election, where we had not just this massive data breach that was undisclosed, but the previous government had set up a secret resettlement route into this country, and they had covered it all with this super injunction. Around 900, if you like, individuals with their immediate families, a total of 4,500 are either in Britain or in transit. And we've issued, as a nation, 600 letters and invitations to others that have been judged eligible. We will honour those letters. It means a total of around 6,900 are likely to come under this scheme. So that'll be the total under this scheme. No more applications, no more will be processed, but we will honour those invitations that have already been issued.
There's always been support across this House for the United Kingdom fulfilling our obligations to Afghans who served alongside British forces. We warned in opposition about Conservative management of this policy, and yesterday the Defence Secretary set out the full extent of the failings that we inherited. Ministers who served under the party opposite have serious questions to answer about how this was ever allowed to happen. The chair of the Defence Committee has indicated that he intends to hold further inquiries. I welcome that and hope that those who were in office at the time will welcome that scrutiny.
As I understand, the list contains individuals' contact details, their full name, the next of kin, as well as anyone who tried to apply through the Arab scheme with them, and in some instances, details about their personal history. A list with a lot of information for someone who wishes to cause harm to you, because they can also find out the details of your family members. Now, these are people who, according to the Taliban, are seen as enemies, and the Taliban has now categorically stated that they are stopping anyone on that list from leaving the country, and they are aggressively looking for these individuals. So there is a very real threat to life